and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about and looking at some of the greatest sportsmanship moments in NASCAR history. Whether it's helping your fellow competitor out after they got in a wreck, or giving them a ride back to pit lane, or pushing them when they ran out of gas, or just pushing them to the win and not passing them. Those could all be examples for great sportsmanship moments in NASCAR. So let's go ahead and look at a few. Starting off with a pretty well-known and pretty funny one. On the last lap at Talladega where Matt Kenseth won, there was a huge wreck. Jimmy Johnson's car was on fire, and he could have just walked back to pit lane after the race, but his teammate Dale Jr. decided to give him a ride. As you can see, he hopped on to the side, he put his leg in, he put his legs in through the driver little net because his net was down, and Dale Jr. gave him a ride all the way back to his pit stall. Here's another one including Dale Jr. At the Pocono race this year, well, not this year, but this year when this happened. Steve Park flew dead left into Dale Jr. and they both wrecked in the infield. Steve Park, as you can see, flipped up in the air from sliding across the wet grass, which did nothing to slow him down. As you can see, Dale Jr. showing concern for his teammate and his friend, and also just a fellow driver in general, ran over and helped him get out. There's Steve Park getting out. They were teammates at the time, and they both drove for DEI. This shows how much Dale Jr. cared about the drivers around him, especially his teammate. And here's them walking away from that horrific crash.
Like that one car just turned dead sideways.
Well, what a great shot that is. Teammates walking away from a crash like that.
The good old days of Miami being this place where we had the championship and not the new messed up Phoenix. Carl Edwards went to go block Joey Logano on the restart and had this horrific wreck where he flew hit on into the wall, and the big one happened behind them and in front of him because he flew back, causing many people to check up, and when he first went, also people checked up, causing an even bigger wreck up front. As you can see, he went over to the 22 pit box, and we don't know exactly what he said, like word for word, but he didn't seem angry. He shook their hand. It didn't seem like he was trying to argue with them. And in his interview later, he said that he wanted to go, not to apologize, as the reporter asked, which is kind of dumb, because, like, why would he apologize? But he went over there to go and say, like, hey, it's okay, it's racing, that it happens, there's a lot of stuff on the line. He said that he went over there and said that so that Joey Logano wouldn't be distracted by, like, oh, I feel so bad for spinning him. Because he said that he didn't want to distract Logano from winning the championship.
They deserve to go have a good, fair race.
Last lap, second Daytona race of 2015. Denny Hamlin slides into the grass as they finish the race. He comes back up, hits the three of Austin Dillon, sends them to the catch fence. Many drivers show concern over their radio, such as Earnhardt Jr., the one who won this race, and the seven-time champion Jimmy Johnson. Earnhardt said, "Oh my God, that is not good." And then Jimmy Johnson said, "Oh my gosh, is he okay? That is not good," or something along those lines. Many drivers over the radio showed concern for his well-being after he flew into the catch fence, his engine flew out, and he got hit by Brad Keselowski, who apologized over the radio because he had slid through oil and he slammed into Austin Dillon. The 88 crew went over to go immediately check on the 3 car after the cars had already passed by and everyone was gone. But as you can see, he walked out and was completely fine. The crowd cheered for him because they were glad he was okay. At Watkins Glen, Chase Elliott, who had been racing in the Cup Series for quite a while then, finally got his first win with no fuel left. Because right here, he had just slammed on the gas. He's out of fuel right now. Well, he basically almost is. He can still gas it up a little bit. He was almost out of fuel. As he went around, many people congratulated him because it was his first win ever in that car. Well, in his career, as you can see, even Kyle Busch. And they've had their problems. Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott have had a lot of problems together. But even he congratulated him. As he ran out of the gas on the backstretch with like 2 turns until the front stretch, Jimmy Johnson, the 7-time champion, in 7-time champion fashion, put it behind him and pushed him back so he could go celebrate with his team.
As I mentioned earlier, 250 wins for Hendrick Motorsports. And the 250th coming at the hands of Chase Elliott. How about that?